Hello, namaste everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Gathering Spot. Today we bring you a story not just about the hardship, but holding on to dreams, staying resilient, and never losing sight of what truly matters. Imagine being in a foreign country, jobless for months, uncertain about your future, watching others give up, but you keep going. And through all the chaos, you don't just survive, you grow, you adapt, and keep a piece of yourself alive through it all. To share this journey, we have a very special guest with us today. Please welcome Mr. Binayak Mainali, originally from Nepal, an international student in Canada who never let go of hope and quietly held into the dreams that made him feel alive. Welcome to the show, Binayak. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start off with short intro, your background, what you study, and why you chose Canada as your destination.
Thank you so much, Nadish, for having me here, and thank you so much, the team of The Gathering Spot. My name is Binayak Mainali. I came to Canada 2022 September. I went to school for computer system technician. It was a 2 year course, and then I am working in an IT division of a communication company here. The reason I chose Canada was because it somehow reminded me of my own hometown, the serene lakes and the snow-capped mountains and everything. It all reminded me of my own home. So being in Canada was being like being in your own home, but far from home. That makes sense. Yeah, that was the reason I chose Canada, and it's been going pretty good so far.
Okay, let's move to our segment one. It's called The Storm Before the Sunrise, Struggle and Staying Strong. So let's rewind to those early days in Canada. You were new in place, without a job, unsure about how things would unfold. What was the time like emotionally?
It was pretty hard when I first landed in Canada. The job was very unsure, so I scoured for a job everywhere. I printed, I would be exaggerating, but printed about like 1,000 resumes, and I used to do this thing: hop into one bus and go into the last station and drop resumes on your way back, like walking. And I've been to every bus that goes from Sudbury Transit Terminal. I used to make a plan. Today I'm going on this bus and doing that. So I spent like a month doing that. Still got no response, and it was very underwhelming as I was applying for a job everywhere I had experience in, from back home and everything, and still no replies from any of the employers. So it was hard. I started thinking about my decision. Did I make a right decision coming to Canada? Because if I cannot afford my tuition, I will not be able to sustain further in Canada. So emotionally, it was hard, but things changed after that.
So how long were you out of job, basically?
So I was out of job for like about 4 months since September. I landed my job about January of 2023. That was my technically first job in Canada.
As you mentioned that like being without a job for almost like even let's say for a month is very hard. Like the first thought that will come to my mind or like anybody's mind would be like, did I make a right choice, right? I know like you thought that too, I guess. And you
Absolutely.
mentioned that too. So I know like it's well, like a first thought that will come to the mind. Like we spend a lot of money just to come here and we're out of job. We're dropping resumes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So while some people decide to leave or give up, you stay hopeful. What was it that made you believe things would turn around?
So I always had this thing in mind, like if I am here in Canada, I came here to study. I am not leaving until I get my degree. No matter how things unfold in future, I am getting my degree and I'm going back. But if I am getting a nice job and getting to stay longer, I will stay. So that was my first motivation to stay in Canada. But on top of that, I had pretty good roommates who helped me financially when I was struggling with job and everything. They helped me with the rent and groceries and everything, so it was not that bad when I was going through the hard times. But eventually, I got job and paid them back and everything. So having a good roommate and roommates, I should say, and my strong willpower to complete my degree, that all made me stay in Canada.
Are you planning to go back to your home country after, like now you are in work permit or you complete your study? Now you still plan to go back to your home country, or are you waiting for, I know like after PR you might want to stay, or what do you think right now?
I think that's one of the toughest questions to ask an international student.
Yeah.
Because anytime an international student comes to Canada and they're like, hey, I'm gonna learn something from here and I'm gonna utilize what I've learned in my home country back. So I wanna so what I want to say is I want to gather more experience, maybe for few years from now, a decade or a couple of years after that, and gather more experience, gather more funding, and also I would like to stay in Canada. Canada has given me so much, so I'd like to serve this country as well. And I don't want to forget my motherland too. So I want to serve both countries if I can by staying in Canada.
Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, I also heard that you're pretty good at music, and I think that's one of your hobby too.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
So I know that like your music has always been something close to your heart. I know I have seen you performing in Batika Rai concert too, like opening for her. So, but as a companion during the tough time, did music play a role to help you stay like grounded?
Yes, so music has always been my best friend. It was always with me during my hard times, my good times, and everything. So when I came to Canada, me and my roommates, we bought this guitar. And so I always missed my guitar, and we bought this guitar. And the plan was to teach them how to play guitar and stuff. And then, but eventually they were not too interested in
Just
learning guitar. And then I started playing guitar and everything. So for those 3 to 4 months when I was jobless, unemployed, I used to go inside my room, play guitar, record my music, write songs and everything. And that helped me a lot to cope up with what was going on emotionally within me. So yes, music has always been with me as a best friend.
I know, like learning guitar is pretty tough. I tried it too. I can't put my fingers around those strings,
Yeah,
and yeah, man, music can heal people, right?
of course.
So,
Yeah.
and you say you have write some music, so hopefully we will get to hear them during our show today, guys. Let's just hope.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's move to our segment two, the turning point: hope, hustle, and breakthroughs. Eventually, things began to shift. What was the very first job that you got after those months of struggle? And how did it feel to finally be working? And how was it?
So it's kind of funny because when I was unemployed, I was unemployed for months, did not hear anything from any of the employers. But when I heard back, I heard from two employers at the same day. So I was going with one of my roommate to a place that he works,
Yeah.
and then I had applied online to this job at this convenience store. And as I was going with him to this job that he works on, I got a call from this convenience store. Um, they sort of offered me a job. Hey, you applied for a cashier position. We have that available. Show up with your resume and everything, and we'll set you up. As I was going to the job that I was about to apply. So I went to the job that my friend works, and then the manager there also accepted me. And they were like, tomorrow you show up with your ID and start working. And now I have two jobs. After being unemployed for 4 months,
Yeah.
that was one of the happiest day in Canada for me. And so the government had lifted the restriction to work only 20 hours for a student in November. So that was icing on the cake for me.
Yeah.
So, and then I started working two jobs, but eventually there was conflict in times and schedule and everything. So I had to drop the cashier job. And then I worked sort of full time in the Smith's market as a food prep worker. So so I was really happy. The money was coming in. Now the hope, I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. Was like, hey, now I can pay my tuition and pay my friends back who have helped me. So that was nice.
How was the job? Like, was it like hard to work on, or let's say, what did you think that why your resume was not considered at that time?
There could be a couple of things. I actually was there to print my resume at the YMCA, and the people at YMCA pointed out some of the flaws in my resume. There's like, you don't have the clear font size, and your resume is all over the place. You don't need everything in your resume and everything. So after that I formatted my resume to so that it reflects what I'm trying to apply for. And then I gradually started changing. So I think that was one of the reasons why I was not being accepted. And the other reason was I was only looking for a specific kind of jobs because I had my back injury back home. So I was not looking for something very physical. I was looking for something as a cashier or something that you can do without moving a lot physically. So I think that was also one of the reasons why I was not being accepted in a lot of places. But yeah, apart from that, it was not that hard. Like the job as a cashier, it was easy. The food prep worker, first few weeks, I almost cut my fingers because I was chopping fruits and vegetables all day. So that was kind of hard. And I was getting used to standing for like 8, 9, 10 hours a day. And then shortly after that, I started working in 911, which was mentally kind of challenging at the beginning, but I got used to it. And yeah, it was not that difficult to say.
So, when money finally came, when money finally start coming in, what was your mindset? How did you approach rebuilding your life, especially with the stress of tuitions and loans?
So I always had my priorities straight. Like paying my tuition would be first thing. Of course, like eating and everything, having fruits and everything would be always the first thing. You need that to live. But apart from that, paying my tuition was always my first priority. I started saving up for tuition. I paid the advanced tuition fees, and then I started paying off my loan and my credit cards and everything. And then I slowly started managing my finances. Once I had repaid all my loans and I had paid my student fee, I started managing my finances likewise.
We know how intense international like tuition can be. It's very, very high for us. How did you balance staying afloat financially while still keeping some spaces for yourself, for your peace of mind and identity?
So for this, I think the time in 2022, 2023, and the government itself helped a lot, because I think if we only had time cap of like, let's say 20 hours a week or 24 hours a week, I think I might not be able to make that much amount of money and pay my tuition. But since the cap was lifted, I was working full time and I had my summer break, and I worked two jobs, one part time, one full time, and kind of managed my finances like that. So money coming in and you finally fulfilling your needs, you are happy. So I was in that state of mind, like money is flowing in. I'm happy.
Mhm.
That was it.
I think on 2022 and 2023, because of the Canada government removed the 24-hour gap,
Yeah,
that helped a lot of international
of course.
students
Yeah.
to help for their tuition.
Mm.
And those who came in September, I was also a student that came in September, and we had a that semester break that helped us a lot to maintain that financial part. Moving into our segment three, it's lessons from the grind, resilience, and growth. What are the some of the biggest lessons you have learned from this experience about yourself or just about life in general here in Canada?
So the first thing I learned was you got to tailor your resume depending on what kind of job you're looking for. And the other thing that I would say is like, do not hesitate to go into places, stores, restaurants, whatever the kind of minimum wage job you're looking
Mhm.
for, and then ask if they are hiring or if you'd like to hire someone. And manage your finances, keep good connections with people, and yeah, stuff like that. Like finances and jobs should be always your priority, getting things straight once you come to Canada.
Mhm. Looking back at those first few months of yours, uh, is there anything you would have done differently back then?
Um, I would say no because I did everything that was in my hands and the situation allowed me to do. So, like I said, I used to apply 20, 25 jobs online and I traveled on every transit buses and dropped my resumes to every route that the bus goes to. So, I don't think I would have to do anything more than that or differently than that. But if my physical health, my situation was different, if I didn't have any back injury or something, I would apply for more sort of like physical jobs and I would have landed a job easily, but that's the talk for some different day because I was injured and I had to put some restriction off to myself.
Mhm.
But other than that, I did everything that was on my hands, and I wouldn't change a thing about it.
That's good. And even in your lowest moments, you didn't give up. Was there a turning point or a small breakthrough that reminded you, I can still make it? What kept your mindset strong?
So the thing was like I always had my music beside me.
Mhm.
So what I thought was if I cannot land a job, I can at least write music.
Mhm.
I have my talent. I can write music. I can sing my own songs. And I can somehow, if I'm good enough, I can make money out of it.
Mhm.
And there is lots of things. I'm already independent in Canada. I don't have to depend up to someone or something like that. So I was thinking about investing more into my music and then go on with it with the flow. But once I landed my first job, I started saving up for my musical instruments and stuff. So I would say for every international students, the first job they get, first actual job they get would be the turning point for themselves. So my music kept me going and my first job was kind of like my turning point for me.
Are you still working at that first job, or you?
Oh, so the cashier job, I trained for 2 weeks and I had to leave that job because of the conflict in my schedule.
Yeah.
And the other job in Smith's Market as a food prep worker, I had to leave that job because I could not handle two jobs after my summer break was over. So after my summer break, I started working only for the 911 company.
Mhm. Do you still miss that job?
I kind of do because I used to get like the environment there was pretty good. The fresh vegetables, fresh fruit, and everything. Like they are known for having the best quality of vegetables and
Mhm.
fruits in Sudbury.
Yeah.
and they have the premium quality,
Yeah.
I should say. So it was fun working there and getting to have all kind of premium quality food and fruits, vegetables, and stuff. So I kind of missed them for that, and the job itself was not too bad. So yeah, I kind of missed that job.
Yeah, it's a first job, right?
Yeah.
Whatever we land on our first job, I still miss mine too,
Yeah.
because that's the turning point for us, because that made us qualified even to work any other place than that particular place you were hired, right? So yeah, that's good. Let's go to our segment 4, the payoff, stability, growth, and looking ahead. Let's fast forward to today. You are in a very different place now, right? So, what does life look like for you currently? Are you working in your field? Any creative pursuits still going on? I know, even though you said you are still working in a IT department. So, is that your field job for you right now, or you're still looking for something else?
So I came to Canada to attend Cambrian College. Schooling was for computer system technology. So the job that I'm doing right now is the exact thing that I went to school for.
Perfect.
So I would not change a bit about it.
Mhm.
I started working there as soon as I graduated. It wasn't even 2 months. It was the same 911 company that I was working for. They had an opening in the IT department. I was freshly graduated out of school. It has just been 2 months, and I started working there. And it has been almost a year now that I've been working for IT. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't change it. And looking back, things have changed a lot. I had no idea I would land an IT job in Sudbury within few months of me graduating. So that was really nice. I was really lucky getting that job. So yeah,
Yeah, congratulations on that, even though
thank
it's
you.
late.
Yeah,
Because working in IT or getting a job in IT, it's pretty hard in Canada.
yeah.
Because I have heard from people, seen people that they study many IT courses and they're still looking for a job.
Mhm.
So yeah, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Um, so, what are your next big goals? Whether that's professionally, or in terms of immigration, or in terms of your personal passions?
So I would start with, of course, immigration because we came to Canada. We want to stay longer since we are getting used to the culture and the climate, the weather, and everything. So I think I would apply for my permanent residency soon enough, and then go with that. And as per the job that I'm doing, um, as I go on gathering experiences, I would be able to get a promotion and then go into higher positions in IT. And for my personal passions and everything, I have written few songs in this entire time that I've been in Canada, almost 3 years. So the plan is to release some of the songs as a single or as an album within a year. So that's one of my personal goals. So let's see how much I can fulfill within few years.
Talking about the immigration, I know RCIP just opened. So, what are your plans on that?
So the thing is, RCIP came, but it came with lots of complications.
Yeah.
So it has its own priority sectors. The employers has to be designated and everything. So the thing is to be my job did not fall into priority occupation. It is under the priority sector,
Yeah.
but it's not under the priority occupation. So with that requirement, I think my job will not be qualified for RCIP. I would have to find other pathways for that and stuff like that. But I think it will be simplified with time because there is lots and lots of people who are outside the priority occupations who are looking to stay in Canada, looking to stay in Sudbury, and I think it will be easier and simplified in future. But for now, I mean, as an employer, as an employee, even RCIP, the Economic Board of Sudbury, and the City of Sudbury, everything is just, it's a learning stage right
Yeah.
now. So I hope the things will get easier in future.
Are you planning to go through like different pathway for the permanent residents, like ONIP or Express NT right now, or have you looking on those terms too? Because I think just last month or like a couple of weeks ago, I heard like there was a draw on in international stream. So are you updated on those things?
Yes, I keep myself pretty updated on the immigration stuff because I have to.
Yeah.
Your work permit is only valid for a few years. So you'll have to be updated and apply for it. So yeah, like you said, the draw happened early in June, and the draw happened. They were targeting specific places like Eastern Ontario, Northern Ontario, and they even did one specific draw just for Sudbury. But they were looking for someone who had their bachelor's degree or more, and in the field that they were looking for,
I think in health sector,
and technical sector. So that happened, and lots of profiles were skipped. And also now they are trying to make some changes into the job offer streams for OINP, and they are trying to make it employer based, changing it from employee based, because lots of people, they don't know if their employers are going to support them for the paperwork and everything, because it's such a hassle.
Yeah.
So lots of people, without knowing them, without knowing the fact that they are going to be supported, they started applying for invitation, they started applying for the expression of interest, and then the backlogs remained so much, the processing time per the applications became so much, and then when they were provided with the ITA, they were not able to provide with the paperwork, and the application had to be reduced. So to reduce the backlog and everything, I think OINP has implemented this program. Not implemented, they are going to implement it next month. But I think it's a good change, but also anything new, that it has to be learned and gets complicated, but gets easier with time also.
So how was this entire experience till this date has changed your idea of success, or even your relationship with pressure, persistence, and patience?
So there is this like famous dialogue, like success is a destination. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. So my definition of success would be, you keep on succeeding parts by parts, step by step, and everything. Like I came to Canada, that was one of my success. I graduated, that was another success. I was able to pay my entire tuition fee and everything, that was another success. I landed a job in my field, that was my another success. So getting a permanent residency would be another, and then eventually getting a house, buying a car, stuff like that, like a Canadian dream, that would be a one step further towards success. But success is not the end. You go on becoming successful step by step without knowing that you are being successful. So that's the nature of human. You are looking for success, but you are already successful, because comparison, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Before we move into our final segment, I know we have talked about music a lot. I have to ask you, you have mentioned how music stay with you during your hardest moments, and would you be open to sharing a small piece with us right now? Just a few lines or something meaningful to you.
Yes, since you have said that, but I have an injury on my finger. Just yesterday I cut my finger, so I would not be able to play my guitar very efficiently. So you might have to cover your ears.
But I don't think we have to do that.
But I can play a song.
Okay,
All right.
let's.
So
Okay.
so there is this song I had written and published a raw version on my YouTube channel a few years ago. And this was the song. It's called Kushi, means happiness, and this song is dedicated to someone who, not like someone special, but someone who brings the light of joy in your life.
Yeah.
So this song is all about that. The song is written by so one of my co-workers. I was a school teacher back home, and one of my co-workers, we had written this song together, and he wrote the entire song and I composed the music for it. So we kind of worked together to finish this song. But
Okay, I'll just take this aside here.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
wow, that was amazing, man. Like this is the first time I heard you sing too,
Oh, okay.
and I totally love it. You wrote this song by yourself?
Yeah, this is the song composed by me, and my friend helped me write this song. So yeah, I couldn't play any fancy chords because of
I
the
know,
injury in my
yeah.
finger, but yeah, that was
Okay, just one question for this song. Who was this for?
so like I said in the beginning, it was not dedicated especially to someone because I think this song was written down in 2020. So this was almost 4 or 5 years ago. I published this song in Nepalese New Year.
Yeah.
So that's like easier for me to keep count of how many years it has been since I've written this song. But it was not dedicated to someone special. It's just a feeling that you feel about someone who has come into your life carrying the light of hope.
Was there someone who was trying to come in your life?
No, it was just
It's a tough topic. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
two friends stayed all night. We were not drunk though, but stayed all night writing this song. Whatever came into the mind, just poured it into one song. So this was basically it.
Yeah, it is really wonderful to see how music can be a powerful
Of course, yeah.
reminder of who we truly are, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was amazing. I loved it.
Thank
I regret like I missed the show on that
Oh
the
yeah,
concert.
it was amazing. Yeah.
But thank you so much again for that. Let's move to our game segment. It will be quick fire round. Let's wrap things up with a little fun. Rapid fire answer only. You can think. I'll be asking you questions. Try not to think. Answer it fast as you can.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start this. Okay, I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. First thing you did when life finally felt stable again.
Bought myself a guitar.
Most underrated food spot in Sudbury.
A1 dumpling.
One Nepali dish you miss the most.
Of course, Momo.
Tim Hortons or Starbucks.
Tim Hortons.
One thing Canada does better than Nepal.
Better schools.
One thing Nepal does better than Canada.
Better food.
Career in IT or music.
Music.
Okay. Thank you for playing the game with us. We also have one more game for you. We called it Guess the Word.
Okay.
The rules are, if you write the word, you can show it to camera, you can show it to others, but I have to guess it by asking questions.
Okay.
And the question should be only yes, no. You can answer it only on yes, no. It can be any word. There will be no hint. Then I will write the word. You have to guess it.
Okay.
Okay. I have pen and paper here with me. So who wants to go first? Do you want to guess the word or?
Yeah, I think I'll guess the word first,
Okay.
and I'll go with my word after.
Okay. Okay. You can take this. So now you can ask me questions to guess this word.
Okay. Does this word have 5 letters?
No.
Does this word have 6 letters?
No.
7?
No.
Does this have more than 7 letters?
Yes.
Does this have 10 letters?
No.
9.
Yes.
Okay. Does this word begin with A?
No.
Does this word, what's the other common letter? Begin with S?
Yes.
Okay. S. Is this a thing? Is this a noun?
No.
Okay. So that doesn't help.
It's a tricky word.
Okay. Is this word of English origin?
Yes.
Okay. Is this word related to science?
No.
What else? Is this word related to music?
No. And S. Maybe, but no.
Okay. Okay.
You can also ask where it can be used, or like, where is it used in that, or like, just giving
Okay.
a hint on that one.
Is this word like mostly used in daily life?
No.
Okay. Is this word used commonly, like exclusively in social media, like
Yes.
slang?
Yes.
Okay. But that. You said it's a 9-letter word beginning with S?
Yes.
Okay. Is this word used in, I'll name certain apps. You just go with yes or no. Facebook more?
No.
Is this word used in Instagram or WhatsApp more?
No.
Other social media. Twitter or X, I should say.
No.
This also
You're getting there.
Okay. This word used in TikTok.
There is another word for that, I guess, but no.
YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. Um, YouTube S word.
It is used frequently. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only hint I can give.
Is this word subscribe?
Congratulations. Ding, ding, ding. You got it.
Subscribe to The Gathering Spot.
There you go. You got it. Yeah. There we go.
All right. Let me write it down. The word. I'll just go
I hope it's
somewhere.
easy.
All right. So here's your
Okay,
word. So to the
thank
camera.
you.
So to the crew.
Okay, I'm gonna show it to the camera once more. Okay. Is it living things?
No, it's not.
Is it non-living things?
It is.
Can we use it daily?
Depends.
Do we use in the morning?
Well, that also depends.
Can we eat that?
No.
Okay. So it's no, cannot eat that. Is it a slang that people use for the conversation?
No.
It's a name of place.
No.
Name of object or the things.
Yes.
Is it huge in size?
No.
Is it bigger than the laptop?
Yes.
Okay. Is it? I don't know. It's bigger than a laptop. So you say we can use it on a daily basis?
Yes. If you're into that kind of stuff, then yes.
Okay. Into stuff. Is it something with a bodybuilding?
No. You're getting close. I have to appreciate the guess, but no.
Or okay. Is it something to? Is it something related to your fitness?
No.
Okay. Okay. Does the letter start with? I'll go with your trick. Does it start with the vowel letter?
Yes.
Is it a 7-letter word?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I was confused. Sorry.
Okay. What it can be?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm running out of the guesses. So you say it is kind of related to bodybuilding?
No.
No? Okay.
No. I said it's a good guess, but it's not related.
Okay. Can I lift that thing?
Yes. Yes.
Can I touch that thing?
Yes.
Of course, if it's bigger than, sorry, that's a dumb question to ask. Is it for the decoration?
Well, not necessarily, but it can be used like that. But the actual purpose of it is not decoration.
Okay, I'm running out of the guess here. Will it help to give us information?
No.
No? Can it be gifted?
Yes.
Have you received that gift before?
I have not, but I have gifted that item to someone.
Is it something with the smell?
No.
You have gifted that item. Can we give that gift in birthday,
Yes.
anniversary?
Yes. On any occasion.
Okay.
And remember, the item is bigger than your laptop.
Okay, bigger than a laptop. Okay, I need a hint, I guess. But
Well, it was your rule. I said no hints.
Okay. What it can be? It's bigger than the laptop. It can be gifted. It can be. Can we store in? I don't know. In a closet.
Yes.
Does boy use this thing often, or girl?
Yeah, it's not gender specific. Anyone can use it.
Okay. Did you use this thing in the morning?
This morning? No.
Do you think I use this thing in the morning?
No.
Do you think girl or like I don't think it's anything? Okay. Okay, what it is? Okay, I'm running out of the guesses.
Okay, if you're
Is it easy? Is it easy, guys? Super easy.
Since they have seen the word,
Okay.
then it's super easy for them. But
Okay. Does it start with okay, letter
no,
A?
it's a strict rule.
Does it start with E?
No.
A?
No.
Okay. U. No.
Yes.
Oh, U. Okay.
Okay.
U. And it's a 7-letter word.
Yes.
So I have to figure out like the sixth word. Start with U. Okay. Okay, it's not the one. I think it's getting too long, and
Yeah. If you need a hint and you're struggling, then I can drop a hint.
I just need one thing. It's against the rule, but I think I needed the hint because
Yeah. So this is something related to me, like what I do.
U.
Not as a career, but as a passion, what he does.
Yeah.
U.
Yes.
Right.
Are you asking letter U or me?
U. Letter U.
Okay.
Okay, that's a passion. U.
Even I have it.
Yeah. Think about the.
Even I have it, but I have never used it.
U.
Yeah. Think about what hints you have, how you have narrowed it down.
I know, like all the people are gonna think I'm dumb, guys, but I can't. it's the pressure right now, and I'm seeing the word subscribe here. So, you related to your career other than your career. So, is it related to music?
Yes.
Okay, you. Okay. And did you use that when you were playing the guitar? Like, no, sorry, never mind. That's a dumb question again. I'm so sorry. It's a pressure.
Yeah.
You.
I think I won this game.
No,
What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Because it has to be some kind of time around this.
Yeah, I think
Let's
we've.
give up now, Stan.
Okay, yeah, I give up. I can't.
You can look at it.
Ukulele. I would have never guessed this word. Trust me.
Okay.
Like it's.
I was gonna go with guitar, but that would be too easy.
Yeah.
So I went with ukulele
Okay,
instead.
no, but yeah, it's a good word, and yeah, I would have never guessed it. Trust me. If even for the musical instrument, I would have gone with different one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, okay. Congratulations
Yeah.
on winning the guest award.
Thank you.
That was fun. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm dumb. Okay, we are almost at the end. So, so after talking with you, we have uncovered like many your stories mostly, right? Your story is like a reminder that, like, life, reminder that real resilience isn't flashy, right? It's quiet, persistent, and deeply human. So there are like many students out there quietly fighting the same battles like we all did when we first arrived in Canada. If someone's listening to you right now and they are feeling stuck with no job, overwhelmed by debt, uncertain of what's next, what would you say to them?
So I know times are hard. Everyone in Canada, even Canadians itself, they are going through tough time. Tough times are there in Canada. But what helps the most is try anything to stay sane. Like I said, tailor your resume depending on what kind of job you're looking for, and look for the priority jobs that Canada needs right now, like medical, healthcare. Go into those kind of stuff if you're interested, of course, and then try to stay calm during every kind of situation. Try and manage your finances, your debts, and everything. And because I was lucky, even though I was unemployed for certain 4 months when I first landed in Canada, but when I got the job, it became easier. I know people here are struggling without jobs for like almost a year or so. I know it's hard, but things are gonna get better with time. You just have to keep patience. You just have to be calm. Try and manage everything. Do not skip your schools and everything on with your financial situation going wrong and everything, but you paid your tuition from back home and came to Canada. You at least have 1 year gap to recover whatever the tuition is for next year, so and so. So do not lose your calm. Try and stay sane and try and manage your finances. Do not skip school. Try and find anything you can do just to help yourself being stable, and try and manage your try and focus more on your hobbies and stuff that keeps you busy, and learn new things, new hobbies, new skills that can help you sustain in Canada in future.
Yeah. To listening, everyone, if you're going through a hard season, just remember this could be the chapter that teaches you the most. So keep going. Before we go, or before we end our episode for today, you won the game. So I think that deserve a gift, right?
No.
So let's bring the gift.
I am excited.
Here's the gift from our Gathering Spot team.
Thank you.
I hope you like it.
Yeah, looks nice.
If you wanna go through it, I don't even know what they have prepared for you.
Thank you, team. I think this is really nice. Oh, team knows me. Like, no, I'm a Batman. Yeah, I protect the city day and night. So thank you for this.
Okay, thank you everyone. That's it for the episode.
Just 1 second. Can I interrupt you for a second? So, like I said, I was talking about my roommates being helpful and everything. The fun fact is the team of the Gathering Spot and the host, Mr. Nadesh himself, we used to be a roommate. We shared an entire apartment together for 2 years. And the roommates I was talking about who helped me during my bad times, these were the guys who helped me. So I hope I wanted to thank these guys in person. I didn't just want to be like, hey, my roommates were nice, but these were the actual people. So the entire team of the Gathering Spot and himself, they were all there during my hard times. So thank you for everything, guys.
Okay, now I'm touched. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in today. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, he caught me off guard on that.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation and everything. I hope everyone watching this and gets blessed with the roommates like you guys.
Thank you. That's a very kind word. Do you guys want to say something to him?
Thank you, Ben.
Prakriti.
You're welcome, guys. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
And shout out to
Bye.
Anish Dai too.
Oh yeah,
He was
not
there
here,
too.
but yeah. Okay, that's it for the episode of The Gathering Spot. If this story moved you, share this with someone who need to hear this. Please make sure you follow us in our social media. Make sure you follow Binayak. He has his own YouTube channel, his Instagram handle. It's all in the description there, guys. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and never stop believing in what's possible. Thank you.